Hey guys, it is Dani and I'm here with updates on the Atlantic. So we have Hurricane Epsilon to talk about, as well as that area of disturbed weather in the Caribbean that has been lingering for quite a while right now. And so it is now expected to have more of a potential to develop into a tropical system, and of course it is going to be a threat to land. And so if you want to know if you'll be affected by this tropical system here and how strong it could potentially get, please keep watching this video. And so before I go into details, however, please do subscribe if you haven't and tap the bell so you know every time when I post a new video, because I will keep you guys updated on tropical cyclone activity right through the season. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My weather account is weathergirl Dani and my personal account is Dani Henry Official. Okay guys, so now let us go on to the satellite view of Epsilon. And so there we have it. It is a very compact hurricane at this time, although the eye is not so clear as it was yesterday. It was a major hurricane, making the fourth major hurricane of this hurricane season, and so now it has been weakening. It is now a category 2. And now let us go into details with what is now expected of Epsilon. And so there we have the National Hurricane Center's cone forecast. So at this time, Epsilon is moving to the northwest at 7 miles per hour, and as I said, it is a Cat 2. It has sustained winds of 110 miles per hour, and so it's going to be continuing to the northwest until about maybe late Friday night or so, and then this is going to be turning out to the northeast, and it's going to be moving a lot faster as you are seeing here. So you can see it's accelerating up to the northeast a lot faster, and then by maybe early on Tuesday it could be a threat to portions of Iceland. So if you're there, you really want to be cautious. You could be in for some storm force winds as well as some very inclement weather conditions. And so guys, now let us go on to the potential intensity expected of Epsilon. We're expecting it to generally weaken, but we do have some of our models here showing some sort of re-strengthening, and we have some of them expecting to be near Cat 4 strength, which I think is probably not going to happen because it already started that weakening trend. So I don't think that is going to happen, and I'm going with what most of the models are expecting, for it to gradually dissipate into a tropical low pressure area out in the Atlantic. And now let us go on to that area of disturbed weather in the Caribbean. Okay guys, so this is given a 30% chance of development, and remember, this is the same disturbance that was first expected to be Epsilon, but it did not achieve that status, and so it was just there until it eventually came off the NHC's map. And here it is again. It's been here for a bit now, and now we have the chance raising up to 30% through the next 5 days and 10% through the next 48 hours. And so actually we're seeing that arrow to point to that shaded area because it is in unfavorable conditions right now, but once it moves over into the Atlantic, in the Bahamas area, conditions will be a bit more favorable. And now here we have a view of the Atlantic, and so we have a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity taking place in the Caribbean that's going to be drifting up north. So Cuba, potentially Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, the Bahamas, and South Florida could be in for some very inclement weather conditions. There could be some very heavy rainfall at times, guys. So if you live in an area that is flood prone, you really want to be cautious because this could potentially enhance the rainfall a lot in your area. And now let us go on to what is the GFS model really expecting now for this tropical system. And so this is by Saturday the 24th of October. This is a map showing the isobars lines of equal pressure. The closer they are in a circular manner, with the pressure being below 1030 millibars, that's a low pressure system, usually, or tropical cyclones. And so just in the Caribbean, there we're having that area right there, but we're not seeing a lot of organization. But going out to Monday the 26th, there we have that activity being pulled up north, and so we're not seeing any organization either at that point. But now going further out, there we have the isobars kind of coming together, but that doesn't look like a very strong tropical system. So maybe it will develop, but into something very weak. Fortunately, it is going to be out in the Atlantic at this time, and most likely not going to be posing a threat to land. At least let's hope that is the scenario that plays out. And now to the wind shear map. And so guys, the reds indicate unfavorable shear, the greens mean favorable, and the yellows mean neutral. And so we have a lot of that persistent unfavorable shear in portions of the Atlantic right now. In the Caribbean and the South Caribbean, we do have a bit of favorable shear, but that won't be enough to sustain the tropical disturbance there, but this year is expected to gradually become a lot more favorable for it to develop as time goes by, when it is going to be moving out of the Caribbean, guys. And so guys, that is really it for this update. And so if you found this video to be pretty informative, please give a thumbs up, and you can also share your thoughts in the comments or ask a question. I will try to respond as best and as soon as I can. And just remember to always be weatherwise, and I will keep giving all the necessary updates on the tropics as time goes by.